tells me, I'm thinking of pulling you out of the competition. It hit me. I did this to myself. It's like one of those things where you work so hard for something and then it gets taken away. And it's not because they're trying to be douchebags, but because I did this to myself. Because I could have done what I was supposed to and take care of my well-being. After that night, I was feeling like shit. Pulled myself back together. I sat down with Taz and I asked him to give me 2 days before he pulls me out. Trust me. In my heart, I was like,
please give me a chance.
But on the outside, I was like, please give me 2 days. And trust me, that shit was not easy because I've been wanting to compete so bad, but because my ego, bro, my ego is like, oh, let me show you. So guess who came into the gym? His name's Dan. Wait for it. The beef. Wait for it. Severn. Ooh. But the real reason why we're here today, okay? Time to get serious. Time to get very serious. Remember after I got injured, right? Yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't even want to say it because sometimes just thinking about it makes me angry. It's one of those things that Naynay. So I'm gonna take you guys to how it started again. So it was on a Thursday night, just like any other Thursday. I do my normal class. I have my elbow brace because I clearly want to take care of my body and my elbow. Previous to that, I had asked my coach and I told him if I should be grappling, right? And he said, well, it depends on how you feel. We'll see how you feel after class. If you feel fine, then go ahead and do the grappling. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you know, I'm gonna do good because I feel good. I feel nice, my arm doesn't hurt and stuff like that. And then that first round that we started the grappling, I get arm barred. Instead of me tapping, guess what I did? No, I didn't tap. If you're already in that position, you stack the person. You stack them, you slip that hand out, right? And it out. What I did, I didn't do that. I was too prideful. I was caught up in my life. What happened that one day that threw me off balance? I didn't tap, and guess what? Aggravated it again, and it hurt so much. When I tapped, because I was already gonna break my arm, right? Because clearly, I literally tapped at the last minute that it was gonna break. And my coach tells me, all right, sit down. I look at him like, I'm good, you know? Like, can I jump back in? He's like, nope. In that moment, dude, I felt like up. Not only did I put myself in a position where I endangered myself, I endangered my partner too. And that was because, again, my mindset was not there. I didn't want to sit out. My arm was getting a lot better, and I didn't feel like I had to. You know, I was feeling good. I was like, okay, I'm gonna roll, and it was gonna be fine, and you know, it's just gonna be a good training session. But I was so stressed out. Like, I found out that
you might not get your job back.
And now I'm at the point that it threw me off balance. And after I got out of work, I decided to go train, but my mindset was not in the right spot. I carried it on to my training. That night, I sat out and I had to watch the rest of the guys. It tells me, I'm thinking of pulling you out of the competition. I was feeling like shit. Pulled myself back together. I sat down with Taz and I asked him to give me 2 days before he pulls me out because I've been wanting to compete so bad, but because my fucking ego, bro, my ego is like, but then logic comes in and is like, no, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and take control and stop being a little girl and stop putting yourselves in situations where it could be prevented if you only became self-aware. And I was so thankful that he agreed. So come Saturday and he puts me to a test. I showed myself that yes, I can listen to instructions. Yes, I can be self-aware. Yes, I can be present. Yes, I can do those things. And then after that, that was the first test. Now the second test is to coach Lily. And that's where I was like, oh. What do you mean? He's like, you're gonna coach Lily Tuesday for sparring and Thursday for grappling. Challenge accepted. Her and I can understand each other. And as I am getting to know her, I can see her as a martial artist, and I can see her style of fighting. But then again, I don't see myself as a coach. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I mean, I took the challenge,
of course you did.
It's not easy to fucking coach, bro. And that's what I fucking realized. And it's not easy to do these things. It's just like, I don't have a plan. And comes to that day, so Taz tells me I'm gonna tell her, and then I don't tell her anything. And then comes to the day of, he announces in front of the class saying that I'm gonna be coaching Lily as a test. And that's where Lily was like thrown off. And then I was like, how did she not know? I mean, I really didn't do well. Like I had a hard time speaking up and telling her what she was missing, and being a coach, you know, just saying things out loud for her to listen. And I was having a very hard time. And even on the things that I would tell her, you know, either because she didn't hear me or because I wasn't speaking clear or loud enough, but I was like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna go try my best to do it. I'm gonna try my best to, you know, to get to some points with her and grab the big pieces that she could improve on. Like, I had to really focus on her that day so that I know what she could work on and she could improve. It's one thing to do it, and another thing is to see it on the outside, and then another thing is to coach somebody through it. Call her out on her strengths, and then call her out on small improvements that she can make in one round. Keep in mind, it's 1 minute. So we have a 3-minute round and then 60 seconds to tell her what she can improve on. And on top of that, it's like I realized the amount of patience it takes for a coach to train or to coach somebody. It takes a lot of patience. And even if she doesn't listen to me, I can't tell her or be mad at her for not listening to me, because in action, it's one of those things that you never know what they're gonna do unless they do it, and then you coach them through it. It's like you can never fully control somebody to do something. You can guide them, but you can't control their actions. And yeah, I was put in the same position that my coach is in. He's so patient with me, guys, that I just want to cry because I'm a fucking hurricane sometimes. And if I don't stop and I don't control my emotions, dude, I can hurt myself. I don't want to put myself in that situation anymore. And even on Thursday, I got caught up by watching another team as opposed to her. And I wasn't coaching her like I would like. I almost dropped the ball on her. In my heart, I was like, I just hope that I can get that chance again. I have to take care of myself, my well-being, my physical being, my mental health. I have to take care of it. He told me, he's like,